All right. All right, we're good to go. Yay. All right, I'm excited. We have a little bit of an agenda tonight. Um, I want you to do me a favor just so we can check in. How many kids have you enrolled since October 1st? If you know your exact count, let me know. Mackenzie, how many students you got starting Monday?
I have two.
Two more students starting Monday?
Yes, an infant and another.
All right, Kenzie is my daughter, and she's one of our um office managers. She started a family of four, and then she starts two Monday. So we got some pending. All right.
Not a big.
And you got another tour parent come today? Okay.
I have three people called today.
Three people called today. This is so good. Oh, Kenzie, that's not six. All right, so good. So let's look. We're going to be talking about what we've been doing too. I'm going to give some of you a chance to talk. Okay, so Shara, you have to talk. Shara says she's enrolled 10. It's not even the 15th. We're not even halfway through. Come on, you gotta give us a little bit of what you've been doing. Who wants to hear from her? If so, just say yes, because we want to hear. We want to hear. Okay, girl.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, so we've used enrollment as a lever to improve the school overall with our wow factor. I took everything from all the boot camps. I took everything from the workbook, and I created my own enrollment in the Spirit of Discovery Village guide for my team. Broke it down by inquiries, tours, enrollment, tasks for each one, assigned
Okay.
to everybody. Made sure that enrollment is everybody's job, trained all our teachers on what
Wait a
to do
minute, and
when the
this is
tour comes
big.
in.
This is big, y'all. Put it in the chat. Enrollment is whose job? Because this is one of the things that we normally take on as the owner, as a director. But I want you to put the word that she used because this is a reframing for people. She said enrollment is everybody's job. I love it. Okay, keep going.
So we have the school tour ready before each tour. Teachers know our three key differentiators. So when we go into each room, I introduce them and ask them to speak, and they're saying the same message that I or my director is saying, who's ever given
Mm.
the tour. We created packets with tons of material when they go. We bought these adorable little maracas that we give out that are great for the infants, the toddlers, and the preschoolers.
I like
Um,
the music. I love it. I love it.
yeah, well, so we've been using IntelliKids. We set that up before the boot camp, but we've been using IntelliKids much more effectively, really taking a ton of notes when they arrive. If we're not catching all the names, so if they come with somebody whose name isn't in the tour, come with the
Mhm.
grandmother, grandparent, babysitter, whoever, we get everybody's name down so we can really personalize. Immediately after the tour, we take a ton of notes on exactly what their questions, what their interests. So everything is personalized in the follow-up. We added the 1 week free. We added 250 incentive. Um, and just we have a big board in the office with all of the new kids starting, all of the tours coming up. Every Monday morning, we tell the whole staff what are the tours for the week. We update that. We remind them that morning, and it's working. It's happening.
And you know what it sounds like? That you guys had a lot of the ingredients. Now you're just putting them in the mixing bowl in the right order to bake the cake, right? And a lot of times, I'm going to tell y'all, you will have the right ingredients, but if you don't have everybody doing it the same way, if you don't have buy in, then it does make a difference. 10 kids, how has that impacted your confidence in your leadership? Because I think that that would make a big difference in how I feel about my leadership.
Yeah, massive. So they're up leveling. They feel more professional. The teachers feel more professional. And by saying what they do in the classroom, they're doing it more. They feel so, more confident. So the vision for the school shows much stronger than it had before.
I love it. I love it. I wanted this. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Rockstar. This is rockstar behavior right here. And you know what? The skills that you guys are learning, you can do it over and over. So just because we're doing it all together this month doesn't mean you can't do the same thing next month. You can't do the same thing next February. You can't do the same thing next May. So these are skills that are transferable. I want one more person. Can I get one more person to share? You can raise your hand. When she said 10 and she was like halfway there, we were halfway there. I just had to. And Portia said she's done 9. Portia, are you willing to share? Wait a minute. Look
Hi,
at
yes,
you. Oh
my
my goodness.
director. I had shared with her some of the stuff that I've learned in boot camp, shared with, some of the notes that I have, and told her to try these techniques outside of me marketing. She's marketing and stuff like that. And yeah, she enrolled 9 kids all together collectively. So
That's a,
kudos to
is there
her.
anything that you changed up in your system? I know you told her like you guys went over the information with her, but
Mhm.
what are some things that you adopted from the Enroll 20 program, maybe that you guys hadn't been doing or just maybe hadn't been doing all the time?
Okay, in that facility, we wasn't doing swag bags and stuff like that. She wasn't using the leads off of Pro Care. She wasn't doing a lot of stuff, so I had to, step down on her and say, "Hey, start doing this. I'm doing this at my center over here. I need you to start doing this because that's the bigger center that we're trying to get filled up." So it's been working.
Yeah.
She's been doing a great job. She's been out networking at the pediatrician offices, and we're actually um going to our downtown Halloween fest. So we have a table there. So we're doing a lot of, networking.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, guys. If you haven't put in some community involvement this month, remember you wanted to give parents an event to invite people to.
Mhm.
And so, what are we doing? We're doing an open house at every school. Our first one is this Thursday. On Saturday, we're doing it's like our community homecoming. Our community is a little over 125 years old. So we're doing a booth and we're signing up parents for parents night out. We're going to do it. We don't really celebrate Halloween in my center. I'm going to be honest. We do character day. So the kids um don't have to miss out per se. So we want the teachers to dress up. We ask them to dress up like a character, bring a book. We read some of the books. But that night, we're doing a parents' night out, and we're telling them they can bring people from the community. But we are going to be getting that event filled up at our Saturday event, and we had volunteers from all 4 of our schools come so we can talk about different locations because it's a homecoming. So that means there are going to be people that come back that don't live in this area, right? So anybody has a community event coming up, let us know in the chat. It's some more good things in the chat going as well. All right. Thank you so much, Portia, for sharing. Anybody else want to share some of their accomplishments? And then we're going to go to some people who's like, okay, I need a little coach. I need a little coaching, Coach Brandy. I don't feel like the traction is not there yet. I want to talk to you too. But next, I want to go to anybody else enrolled, whether it's 1 student, 3 students, 4 students, no students. I want to know. Adele said I had my meeting with, so tell us today. They are amazing, y'all. Anybody else want to share it? Erica says she enrolled 6. All right, Erica. So you have volunteered yourself up. Erica, unmute your mic. Let us know what you're doing.
We have been really just pushing marketing. And one thing that I did do, well, a couple of things. We put up a sign welcoming the families when they come in. I did that pretty quickly. So once they walk in the door, they see their name and their child's name on there because we try to get that when we schedule them for a tour. I've
How
been
do they
sending my.
react when they see their name?
You know what? They love it. They love it. And what's funny is the first time I put it up, my staff were like, "Well, who is this? Who is this person coming?" Like it's a VIP. So they call it the VIP treatment.
I
um,
love it.
Yes, the families love it, and then the kids love seeing their names as well. The parents will point out, "Oh, there's your name on the board." We have a welcome packet and a swag bag for a little gift bag with some treats and Play-Doh in there. We have it already set up on our. We have a coffee table at our entryway, so we have everything set up for them. And then I set up. We use Playground
Yeah, I
for
do too. I love
automation.
it.
Yes, I'm thinking about switching to Sotellus for specifically for the automations because I had to set up all the automations on Playground and it's a lot. But so I set it up recently to message me a reminder 2 hours before a tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I send that to my admin staff so that they can have the sign ready, they can have the folder ready, the swag bag ready. And then we announce it to our teachers. Hey, a tour is coming at this time. They know to check and make sure the hallway, the cafeteria, all the open areas are clean. And then the last thing that we did is we became more selective with scheduling our tours as opposed to them just coming any day, all day. I don't like for them to come at 11:30 when we're transitioning to nap time because it is chaos and it doesn't look good.
Right.
So while we can do it at that time, we have set up our system to where it's at preferred times where they can see what's actually going on in the class and it's a little bit more calm.
Yay, I love it so much. And guys, there's nothing wrong with having multiple systems. I have Playground and I love it for our paperwork. It is one of the easiest apps to set up payments in. I've used ProCare, I've used Brightwheel, I've used Kangaroo Time, I've used Priya 3. Over the last 20 years, I've used a lot of different systems. And Playground is super easy. But I love the fact that Sotellus does have those automations already set up, and more than you can get the reminder. And so when you set it up, guys, just know that more than one person can get the reminder. So we normally send it to our director, our office manager, our assistant directors, and we do put in a message saying, hey, we have a tour coming at this time. And it does make a huge difference. Okay. So I'm going to go really quick to our PowerPoint for tonight. Tonight is about implementation, but just those three people alone have crushed it by enrolling 25 students just between those three people.
Hey,
Um,
Brandy, real
hey,
quick though, sorry, I forgot to mention, since I signed up, when I originally signed up from the first one, I've enrolled 17. This just six from October 1st, but I've enrolled 17 since I signed up.
well, get us straight. Get us straight, Erica. Okay, 17 kids. Now you have to tell us when you started. We since the webinar or since
Since the original, I think our we started September 17th.
all right, and so you're right there at your 20 days in a few days, because
Hmm.
we don't count the weekends. So
Yes.
put I listen. I need you to get there so we can say, listen, Erica enrolled 20 students in 20 working days. I love it. Thank you for giving us that bit of information. Oh, that is so awesome, y'all. So, if you're just coming on, please drop how many you have enrolled so far. I know different of us had different start dates. We started back over October 1st. I think our organization, between all of our schools, are at 14 kids since October 1st. So we still are working. We're working every single day. And you heard some of the great things that they were doing, but all of them included making sure their staff was prepared, going back and looking at their systems, right? You heard some key things in each one of those people who are doing Enroll 20. All right. I really quickly want to share with you guys some information, and then we're going to go in Q&A. And then our last 20 minutes, we're just going to go in peer groups. Everybody put peer group. Now, now next week we're off. It is our bye week. Is your implementation week. But when you come back from your bye week, we'll be in coaching pods. And so I want to make sure tonight we're going to do random peer groups. But the next time we meet, we're going to do coaching pods. And in these coaching pods, we put like schools together so you guys can kind of start building some accountability. And you're talking to people who have similar setups as you. All right. So tonight we are reviewing our progress. I'm going to make some announcements about the conference, and I just want to talk about the rest of our program schedule. like we are literally 4 weeks in. We have a bye week next week, and then we have 2 more weeks. And then of course, and we end strong at the conference. And so let's go ahead and talk about some of your progress. So Hara said, I enrolled 2 more students today. Let me make this big and pretty. I just feel like I'm not doing y'all any justice because you guys have had some amazing things going on. And I want to make sure that I brag on you guys. There we go. And so yesterday was Columbus Day. She was closed, but she said she did not think twice, went to that center and enrolled those kids. So I love that. Congratulations to you. Avery said so far they've enrolled 17, 13 more today, and she put out a new ad today. So great job, Avery. Avery, are you on? I would love to know, where did you put your ad out? Was it Facebook? Was it local? I'm not sure if she's on tonight. But if so, we're gonna ask her in the group where she put her ad at. Mariah says she enrolled 2 new students starting tomorrow, and she has 1 more tour on this Wednesday. I'm telling you, a little bit at a time makes a difference. Can you guys hear me? Someone said they lost their audio. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, awesome. Oh, and then Shara, she shared with us already from October 1st to the 9th, they had enrolled 9 kids in boot camp. She said that the insights from the boot camp worked. And she also put a note in there about working with a company to make sure her SEO and she was ranking first. Guys, those kinds of things are super important too. If you haven't updated your Google, please make sure that you do so. Londa said, big news. I joined So Tell Us. I'm excited about the program. I know this will help us and families share their experience and also highlight the heart of what we do. Girl, and rerun those great reviews and make sure you're tapping into their automation. Zakaria said, on Friday, I met with the middle school team to discuss the upcoming Christmas events. During the meeting, we focused on strategies to encourage family participation. You got to get out there. Remember, it's not just about enrollment, but it's about how are you showing up in the community? How are you preparing your teachers? How are you raising up an army to know, like Shara said, enrollment is everybody's job. So just wanted to give some shout outs. Shaniqua says, listen, we had our first student enrolled, 2 more enrolled tomorrow. Staff have their referral cards and they're ready to pass them out. We prepared the community event for tomorrow. I'm telling you guys, just getting it done. Shaniqua, how did it go? Did you do the event already?
Yes, I did do the event. The event coordinator told us there was a possible 1,500 kids that were going to be there. We prepared for 500.
Okay.
And so we've been getting them in. So right now we also have been nominated for Minority Business of the Year, also under this group. So that's this Thursday. And I'm feeling like once that happens, it's just going to just throw us over the cliff a little bit. But we've been preparing. We've been getting more students in from when I sent that message as well too. We were waiting on some CCAP things and Beta 3, and they actually pushed it through for us just from me asking. So I was like, they told them no, but I'm gonna ask and get my no personally if they're gonna tell me. But yes, it has been good.
Well, I'm really excited for you. You never know what one contact it can do for y'all's business. I don't know about the time I told y'all I went to a meeting. We were there with a church and they had like a waiting list. And they were saying, this was not recently, this was about I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. We went, we talked to them, and the lady said, I know you're new to the area because we had just opened the center. She said, if I give you my waiting list, will you call the parents? She gave me a waiting list of like over 30 people. And from that list alone, we enrolled like 17 students, and we had just opened that campus. So you just never know that when you're going to get in the room with the right person. All right. So y'all get out, get in the community, see what you guys got going on so you can make some good connections. All right, let me go back to Sharon. Y'all got me excited. So as you can see, everybody is working. So listen, guys, If your name is on this list, we have your coaching pod survey. And we have a lot of them. We have over 88, but there are 131 of you in this program right now. So that means there's 50 of you that we do not have. I want you to look right now and see if your name is on this list. Bobby is going, and if it's like you and your partner, you and your director, y'all only have to fill out one. Can y'all please fill this out? Because we will be emailing out the coaching pods on Friday, and you're going to tell me you don't have one. And I'm going to say, well, did you fill out the survey? And you're going to say, oh, there was a survey. Okay, so let's not do this. If you see your name, say, I'm in. Let me know. Bobby going to drop that link. She's also emailed it out. On yesterday, Bobby emailed out a long email. It had the link. It had stuff about the conference. But we cannot get you in a coaching pod if you do not fill out the link. Right? And Z said, Z, did you or your mom sign up? So it's going to be, the email is going to go out to whoever signed up. Okay? So we want to do that. And y'all, I see our community manager, Chelsea, is in the chat. Has Chelsea not been making sure you guys are okay? Okay? Y'all give it some love to Chelsea. But if you do not see your name on the list, and Bobby, you can post this list in the group and let them know if they do not see their name. So please do it. Because what we don't want to do is you come to the coaching pod and it takes us 15 to 20 minutes to get you in a group. Because the next time we meet, you will be meeting with your assigned coaching pod coach. And this is also important because when you come to the conference, you will do an activity with your assigned coaching pod coach. If you don't have an assigned coach, you're going to feel left out. Okay? So I need everybody to get this done. Chelsea and Bobby, they've been getting in trouble. Because I'm like, y'all people not filling out this stuff. All right? Everybody got it? Faith said, oh, Faith, that means you probably filled it out twice. If you see your name twice, you may have filled it out twice. All right? All right, I'm moving on. Everybody's going to do it? Now, I want to give you some information about claiming your ticket in the conference. And something amazing happened today. Who bought the boot camp under general? If you bought the boot camp under general, I want you to put a G in the chat. You didn't buy a VIP ticket, but you bought general. Y'all, I have something special for y'all in a second. And it's about 30 of y'all, but let me know if you're on, if you just bought a general ticket to the boot camp. I'm going to tell y'all a secret in just a second. So our conference is November 13th through the 16th. We're officially 30 days out today. The conference is about 70% sold out, so we have a few tickets left. I think we have something like 45 tickets left or something like that. But our room block is about to close. So one of the reasons, if you get a free ticket, we want you to claim your ticket because by October 31st, any unclaimed tickets, we put them back into the general pool to sell. Now, if you've ever been to our conferences, we sell out a lot, right? Our room only holds so many people. Our lunchroom only holds so many people. And this year, because we're doing like a gala that's included in the conference, it's actually included in the conference. You don't have to pay any extra to come to the gala. And it's our 10th conference. We know that we're going to sell out. So if you're VIP and you get a ticket, make sure you've claimed the ticket. We know it's $50. You get some CMA bucks when you get there to shop in our merch store. We have everything in that merch store from jewelry to t-shirts to educational materials. So please claim your ticket. You are already sent out the coupon code. We can't put it out right now because if we put it out right now, people who are not VIP in the bootcamp will have it. So check your email. If you're not sure, email us at membership@childcaremillionaires.com, or you can reach back out to Chelsea. She's texted you, she's called you, she's probably sent a pigeon to your house, or at least a little dog named Toto, right? So you want to make sure that you claim your ticket. If you're in elevation, you're going to use the same ticket. I know you're new, but tomorrow, Miriam, we have our elevation welcome call and we can walk you through that. Okay. If you don't know if you're general or VIP, you can email us at membership@childcaremillionaires.com. But if you are VIP, you probably paid the $5.99 for the boot camp or the $4.99. If you're general, you only pay $2.99. Right? Everybody with me? But we want to make sure that you claim your ticket. Right now, out of about 80 people, about 25% of you have claimed your ticket. And we really do want you guys to experience the conference. All right? Now, you want to make sure that you book your room. Our room block ends on the 21st of October. It doesn't mean you cannot get a room, but what it does mean is you may not get a room at our great rates of $199 a night. So we really encourage you to book your room because our room block is filling up. And you do want to stay at the hotel where the conference is at because we do a lot of fun things in the hotel. The hotel is fully branded and you want to be a part of the experience, right? So some of you claim your ticket and booked your room, great. But if you know that you want to come, this is the week to do it. Okay. Now, the conference schedule on Friday. Can we start with Thursday, Bobby? I should have told you this because on Thursday we actually have a welcome reception. And that welcome reception is, I believe, at 6:30. So we don't have any classes on Thursday unless you're in the Elevation Mastermind. But on Thursday, you can check in. We will have a little social, a get to know you. We'll be taking pictures. We'll have a good time. But the conference doesn't start until Friday morning. All right. So we'll make sure that we add that. And then on Friday, we have a full day. We start at around 9 o'clock. Um, and then Friday night, we have our Enchanted Gala, which is around 7:30. Bobby, will you remind them to make sure they put the dates and then the time for the gala? Now, the gala is, I want you to think fairy tale formal. So this is an opportunity if you want to. You can break out one of those nice dresses you have, or you can come in cocktail wear. It's totally up to you, but it will be a night to remember from the entertainment to the awards. Somebody say their wings came in today. Listen, I want you to make sure that you take advantage to express yourself in however you choose, okay? But we will have a very good time that night, and that night we will have a meal for everyone, whether you're VIP or you're general. That this event comes with the actual meal, okay? Then on Saturday, we have our morning and afternoon sessions, and we don't have anything Saturday night. I'm thinking about throwing in an implementation session. I'll let you guys know. But we'll have Saturday will start at 9:30, and every day we end around 5:30. And then on Sunday we end at 1 p.m. We have a gospel breakfast every single Sunday. We normally open breakfast between 8:30 and 9. And then we have our program from about 10 to 1, where we close out the conference. And you can still get your plane ride back home in a good and decent time. So you don't want to miss Sunday. Sunday is another day that comes with a breakfast, and that's included for everybody, general or VIP. So if you are general, just know that those are two meals that are included for you: our gala meal and our breakfast. But if you're VIP, you also have lunch with me every single day. All right. So when you see the lunch break, anybody who has a VIP ticket, and we don't do like a little lunch. I'm talking about full buffet, dessert, soft drink. I mean, not soft drink. It's normally tea or punch. It's a full 4-course meal. Appetizers. It's normally a soup, salad, entree, and a dessert. We do full meals with VIP. All right. And then we try to keep the cost down as much as possible. All right. So we have a special offer for those who are general admission. We have a new sponsor. The name of our sponsor is Keep. Today we had a conversation with them and they was like, how can we help get more owners in the room? And so they gave us a little bit of money to discount tickets, right? And so we're only gonna extend this to our boot campers because we only have 10 spots. Everybody put 10. Put 10. So if you've been general admission, like, I want to come to the conference, but I don't have $5.99 or I don't have $7.99, right? You can get a general admission entrance into the conference, and it includes your gala, it includes your breakfast, it includes your swag bag, it includes your t-shirt. They have given us a coupon code, and they're gonna pay the rest of it. You pay $199, and they've agreed to help 10 people get to the conference. All right. So if you want one of those spots, we need to know. The name of this sponsor is Keep. This is their first year sponsoring. So tell us, ADP, Playground, all of our other sponsors will be there. But when we talked to them today, they were like, how can we get more owners in the room? Right? And so if you are an owner and you're like, man, I want to get in the room, and you didn't have a free ticket, all you need to do is email us at membership@childcommunities.com. We'll send you the link. And this is the other thing I want to say. If some of you are like, man, I want to go, but I don't want to swing in the hotel room by myself. See if someone is in the group. Put out a post. Say, hey, I would love to share a room. Right? If you're interested in sharing a room, put it in even in the chat right now. You never know until you ask. A lot of our members share rooms, even in our mastermind. A lot of them share rooms, right? And so we want to make this offer. If you're general admission, you don't have a ticket. We do want to make sure that we give you this opportunity to bring someone for 190. Bring yourself for 199. Okay. So I wanted to go ahead and announce that. So if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to us at membership@childconvenience.com. All right. So those are all of my announcements. Any questions before we go into our peer groups? Any questions? And like, I just wish people could understand, like, who hadn't been to our conference before. I know we show y'all videos. It is so freaking fly. Like, even our welcome reception, what we're doing. This is going to be our best conference. It's going to be our best one. And I know I say that all the time, but this may top homecoming. Do y'all remember homecoming? This may top homecoming. Okay? I'm trying to stay skinny. I'm trying not to let my other chin appear before Candyland. Deanna says, I feel the energy in the videos, but it's nothing like being in the room. I'm telling y'all, it's nothing like being in the room. So if you want a roommate, if you got any issue with coming, let us know. We may know someone else who's like, I wish I had a roommate. Bring your spouse. Bring your spouse. Let them come and enjoy with you. I'm telling you, we have a lot of men that come to the conference. Okay? Oh my God. Linda says, listen, I want to share the expense, but I do not snore. But my baby says sometimes I talk in my sleep. Hey, as long as you're telling money-making secrets, we'll take it. We will take it. But listen, I just wanted to give you guys that information. So let's get ready to go into our peer groups. So we talked about some of the success that many of you have had. And if you have not dropped in the chat, drop how many kids you have enrolled. We're at 14 for the month between our locations. We started over October 1st. So we're at 14 for the month. But make sure that you drop how many you've enrolled. And if you guys have a tip, make sure that you give it to us before we go in our peer groups. Hey, Latanya, you can unmute your mic. You have something to share?
I just had a question for you. I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but I wanted to ask, how did you get your ad on my game?
Oh,
I need to know how to do that.
So you were playing on your phone and you saw the ad for Childcare Land?
I sure did. And I was like, OMG, I have to get it. I have to do it.
So my ass person is in Dubai. I wanted him to come so bad today, but he will be coming. I think he's coming on my birthday. Is that right, Bobby?
So I'll actually be here next Monday.
Next Monday. What's the date?
I believe that's the 20th, if not the 21st. The 20th.
Okay, so next Monday, the person who runs my ads will come. And I'm going to tell you guys, it does make a difference, but I'm just doing it through Facebook. But I let it also place it in other places, like on games, Instagram, and stories. So you cannot do that if you boost the post, but you can do it if you actually create an ad. And you don't have to have somebody to create an ad for you. Facebook will have you walk through it. For my life and my tech level, I'd rather somebody run my ads. And I'm running that conference ad. How many of you have you seen the conference ad? If you've seen it, just put live in the chat. If you've seen our conference ad at least once, put live in the chat. And it's like 4 or 5 different videos that we're running. Okay. I am only spending $24 a day. And you see how it's everywhere? I am only spending $24 a day. That was my budget. $24 a day for 20 days. If you noticed, you didn't see those ads when we were doing the webinar. You didn't see it. I'm not even spending a lot of money. $480. And from those ads, we've already sold 12 tickets, right? I'm also running a daycare ad right now for Baytown. We started it last week. I don't remember what day. Baytown, from that ad, because I'm going to show you how we know we got it from the ad. And we're practicing something. But I think this would be useful to all of you guys. Now, y'all know my rule. If I share my stuff, and I'm logging in and stuff, we just ask that you guys be kind to, not tell my business, okay? So if you see somebody in my DM like, oh, she cute, y'all can't tell Suge, right? Suge, his feelings may get hurt. Okay. Can y'all see my page? No, y'all can't see it. Can y'all see my page? Okay. Bam, bam. Okay. Um, I don't know if I'm in the right place. Okay. Maybe I'm getting in the right place. Um, I don't feel like I'm in the right place. Let me find it and I'm going to show it to you. I can see it on my phone so much better. Oh, I know why. I'm in our old page. I was like, that didn't even look right to me. All right, here we go. And I see your hand. Pick, I am going to come to you next. All right, so when I get an ad through our Facebook, it'll tell me this is the kid's name, what age group. So these are all ads that came in this morning. And this is the ad that they came from. See, view ad. It says get a free week, right? And so these are people who are replying to the ad, and it comes straight to my inbox on Facebook, right? And it'll tell me who it is, and then I send these directly to, these are all real leads. So that's why I do want you guys to kind of respect that they're real leads. Now in my Sotellus account, when I'm running an ad, and so when you run ads, you can run them two ways. You can run them to your website or to a form, or you can run them to a Facebook form. The reason why we're testing it right now, we want to know which one is giving us the results. I'm sorry, who is that? Okay. I heard somebody was unmuted. Okay. So we can look under any of our schools. I'm not looking for Ivory Crab. I'll go under Imagining. So this is the back end of Sotellus. And again, you don't have to use them. You can use them if you want to. Totally up to you. But I love that I can look at my dashboard and I can see like how much money I've earned in the last so many days based on the enrollments. You do have to update your pipeline, right? So you could go to new opportunities, and then for schedule a tour, these are people who came through our chat. These are people who came through our form. And so now what we want to do is we want to move them to request a tour. And I simply just remove them and they get a link to book a tour. So I move people over Monday and it's just Wednesday. So this is 5 more leads. 5 more leads. And these are leads that are coming through Facebook. But like I said, we're doing them 2 ways right now. So we can see the communication that goes between us and this person, right? They were asking about tutoring. How much do I have to pay for 2 children? So then all the staff have to do is go back through and follow up with the leads on here. But we also, just so you guys will know, and I have so many applicants right now. Oh, these are all the people who've applied in October. I haven't even went through applications for October. And so how do they do this? Is they do it, my ads will lead them to the website for employment or for and so if you see here I have the 2 locations. So anytime they want to schedule a tour, it goes into Sotellus so we can follow up. Or if they go to careers, they can fill this out and they can do an application. So Sotellus also runs our reviews. You can see our tuition rates and everything right there on our site. So that's kind of the back office to my ads. But I thought it was good to answer that with showing you guys instead of just telling you. All of the replays, Deborah, are in the classroom. We still call Miss Angela. So when the lead comes in, we move them over so they can get an automated message. And the automation sends them multiple messages over multiple days. But my director still picks up the phone and call. If they haven't scheduled a tour, we guide them in scheduling a tour. And if they have scheduled a tour, we confirm the tour and get some information about what they're looking for. So we don't take the human element out. All right, I'm going to P-Pick. Now, P-Pick, I know that's not your name, but that's what your Zoom say.
It should say picnic. But what I wanted to say to you was, I saw your ad on Facebook, and what got my attention, my cousin was in it.
What?
Yes.
Who is your cousin, girl?
His name is Drake. and I guess he was working with the young lady that I guess was doing it for you or whatever. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, that's good. I said, I had to look at it like 5 times. And I said, that's my cousin. So I was like, I didn't know if you knew him, but he said that they were doing the ad for you.
Yeah.
And he lives in Atlanta.
Okay, so he was on the video production team.
Uh-huh.
Small world.
Girl, yes, ma'am.
Yep, our video production team is in Atlanta. Our content team is in Atlanta. And we have, like, y'all, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Some areas do certain things better. So, like, we have team all over. Sade is in North Carolina. We have a small outreach team in the Philippines. Like, when you're running a business, you make it happen. So I'm so happy you saw your cousin.
Yeah, he said he really enjoyed it.
Yeah, well,
I
come
guess
on. I love it. Isn't that amazing? Okay, guys. But try to boost posts, try to run ads. But our ad creator, or you want to share the info on the ad creator? Michelle, you mean the gentleman who actually runs the ads or created the graphics? Let me know which one. Okay, so the person that created the graphic, his team actually created that graphics. So they can create graphics, but his team normally doesn't create my graphics. But they did create that graphic. And they're very well versed on what we do. They've helped, they understand our free week, they understand our start for $99. And I gave you guys the Canva graphics that you can use. Now, some of you guys are asking me to share. I'm not going to share. You got to use the template and create it in your own account. Bobby, drop that Canva link for me. You probably already dropped it. Let me see. Yeah, Bobby, drop the Canva link. I do love Nikki Guzman for social media ads. Social media posts. But if you're using it for an ad, they do have some restrictions about like word to picture ratio. So I'm just gonna say, if you are working with someone, make sure that they understand your graphics make a big difference. Bobby, can you drop me the Canva link in the Zoom chat? Okay. She's gonna drop that for me. But yeah, he's coming on Monday. I didn't know it was this Monday, so that's exciting. Okay, I see one person saying they can't. I want you to email Bobby Pickney and let her know, and she can walk you, like, if you're having a tech problem, she can walk you through it. Like, we never want you guys to have an issue because we want to make sure that we get it done. All right. Uh-oh. Katriska, I think I said it right. I think I said it right after week 4. What's your question, babe?
Yes, I have a quick question. So I noticed you showed you were showing stuff on your website and you said your prices were down at the bottom. So I'm a home daycare, so I kind of not like to have my prices posted. What do you think about that? Like, because I want them to come and tour, and then after they tour, then I give the price because I want them to see versus give them the price because everybody's like, well, how much does it cost? How much is your tuition? Or how much are all that's kind of like the first question or the second question.
Well, it normally is, and it's our question too when we're in the store. You ever been in Ross and you know it's dressed for less, but you still look at the tag? It's human curiosity, right? And so I just feel like if my price disqualifies a person, I don't want to spend a lot of time talking to them anyway, right? And so I just feel like my price is my price. And I've always had transparent pricing, and I've always had full schools. And I know some people like, I don't want my price published. And okay, you can have a sense of mystery, but you're gonna filter even more calls that are not qualified, in my opinion. I'm like, if you know it's 200 a week, then you're gonna tour knowing it's 200 a week. And I'm not gonna spend my time touring someone who only had a budget of $140 a week, right? That's
Yeah, that makes sense.
been my philosophy around it. I don't want a lot of unqualified leads.
Even when I call around just to get the prices, a lot of people even tell me, even centers, so you have to come in to get the price. They always want, you to come in and get the price. Even the home daycare is in the area. So I was just wondering, but
And
okay.
maybe that's one of the reasons why most of my tours convert. I'm not trying to hide from you what you're gonna already know. And it's just like, if you're gonna buy your kid their very first car, and you know you only have $5,000 to buy your kid a car, you don't want to go look at cars that's $10,000 to get your hopes up high, they hopes up high. And so I just feel like it's a way to not waste my time, to be honest. Now I ain't gonna say I'm gonna tell you everything about every program, and if people ask me this price, hey, listen, if you got subsidy, I gotta take the state contracted rate. So this is our rate. If it's too high for you, people will normally ask, hey, can you do something? I always tell people, I know you're interested in price, but I really would love to show you the value of our program. So that's why we ask our parents to come in for a tour, because we want to make sure that you're a good fit for our program as well. Because we don't accept every family. And I don't. I don't accept every family. I really don't. So that's kind of how I handle that. All right, guys, we are about to get into our peer group. I think I've answered a lot of our questions. In our peer group, you're going to talk about what's working, what's not working, giving each other a little ideas. So definitely I want everybody to talk about their progress, what's working, what's not working. And if you have a person who says something is not working, I want to make sure that you come back and report it so we can help. Bobby also dropped the Canva link. It is in school. It's under classroom. Every link we have, everything we have, we are uploading it into school. All right. So we're going to break out in breakout groups, and we're going to stay in our breakout group exactly 15 minutes. And then we'll just make announcements. Next week we do not have class. Oh, next week we do have class because Ryan is coming, and Bobby will send you an email to let you know. But we won't have any implementation. So you will have to be putting your things in school. I've also been putting daily tasks that you can do in school as well. All right. So I'm going to break you out into breakout rooms. And there are 60 of us on. So I'm only going to do 8 rooms. That way we can have big enough rooms to have some discussion. If you guys want to pick a captain and you're just talking about what's working, if you have a question about what you think you can do, what you're struggling with, and this is just peers, there are no coaches in the room. So let's talk about it. All right, I'm creating the groups now. I'm opening the group. So on your screen, you should be able to see exactly what group that you're in. Every group has about 8 to 7 people. And you should be able to start moving into your groups. Bobby, you can see groups too, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, just in case someone needs to get into their group, I'm going to step away for about a second. In a second, I'm going to set the timer though. All right. Timer is set. Marilyn, you need help getting in your group? Unable to join my group. Hope you should be able to. Oh, okay. Got you, Hope. Danielle, you guys try to join your group. Is it Cormanisa? I think I said it in syllables, but do you need help getting in your group? iPhone. Somebody says iPhone, Danielle. KH, do you need help getting into your group? All right, if you're just coming in, I'll sign you to a group. All right, Bobby, I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to leave this up just so you can see the timer.
Hey, Bobby, I was in room 3. I got kicked out. Can you put me back in there?
Yeah, you should be reassigned to it. If you look at the three dots, it should have
Okay.
reassigned you back to it.
Room 3.
Um, Angela, let me see. No, you go back to unassigned, Bobby. You do have to put them back in there. All right, everybody, you have exactly 3.5 minutes left. So make sure everyone's been able to share or ask questions. Let's look and see what this stuff is. Like these extension tools, everyone I need going. I'm trying to see if it's stuff I want to keep now. Keep. Okay, Bobby, I'm gonna let everybody back in. Dang. What is wrong with you? You want these receipts?
Hello.
Hey, hey, hey. Everybody should be coming back in just a second. Hope y'all had a good time in your groups. Hopefully they were long enough tonight. Hey, Lynette, new mastermind member. Can't wait to have our welcome call tomorrow night. Hey, hey, hey. Loving it, loving it. For those of you who are still on the fence about joining the mastermind, tomorrow is the welcome call. Those of you who are not already in the mastermind, Bobby will be sending you guys a link. That way, if you want to join in the welcome call, and then after that, that's that, y'all. So it's not too late. We'll be doing 30-day plans for them before the conference, having a real good time. All right, so let's talk about what's working, what's not. Did anybody come up with a question in their group that they want me to address? We have a few minutes. I don't mind addressing some of those questions. Or if somebody did something awesome and you want to celebrate them, we have time for that as well. All right, guys, I didn't did my job teaching.
Okay, so this Saturday we're having our grand opening and our ribbon cutting.
Yay!
So
Because you guys are brand new.
Yes, we just opened up. It's been about a month. We had the state and the health department to come back out, and we passed those those inspections. And so we're just looking forward to this weekend, this Saturday. We've got bounce houses, we've got face painting, food trucks, all of that. And I was telling the young ladies in there that maybe we could do a raffle for us a week, a free week or something like that.
Yeah, I
Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, I love doing raffles at events like that, backpacks, parent night out. Um, if you don't want to spend money on things, but we normally get some Chick-fil-A gift cards, some $5 Starbucks gift cards, $5 Chick-fil-A, $5 McDonald's. So we can give out, more prizes. But definitely an enrollment special, like a no enrollment fee if you register today. There's so many things that you could do. But whatever you do, make sure you have a place for parents to give you their name, phone number, and email. Because other than that, you don't own the contact. And they leave and you don't know how old their kids were. You don't know anything. And so we normally have them sign up for a form. If you know anything about Google Forms, you can have a little laptop or iPad so they can do it on a Google form so you don't have to go back and be trying to type all of that later.
Oh, okay.
So do a Google form, name, phone number, email, how many kids you have, what's their age. Something they can do in less than a minute. You don't want it to make it long.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was kind of worried about. I was like, it might be take too long. People be like, I'm finna go. I ain't got time. I'll be like, ah.
But listen, if you gonna get a free hot dog and your little baby gonna bounce or something, and you can't give me 30 seconds, well,
right.
Like, come on. I mean, it's a business, and you don't want to invest money in bouncy houses and volunteers and snacks, and you don't even have a contact.
Right. You're right.
Now, who does that? Like,
well, I won't be doing that.
All right, because you're smart. You is smart.
Thank you.
I say you is smart. Ain't that a mess? That's just a whole mess. All right. Anybody else? You talked about something exciting. You have a question or a celebration. We want to hear it. We got a few more minutes.
Well, I just want to start off saying this is Lynette.
Hey, boo.
Hey, so of course, starting off a new center this week alone. We were closed, so we started on Friday. So we had a young lady, two ladies come in on Friday. Anyway, they came back today and they enrolled their two kids today. So that's two kids for today, which is, very grateful. But what I want to say is sitting back and re-listening to these recordings and on your notes that you're taking, coming from a home daycare into a daycare center is tremendously different, right? And so a lot of things that to gravitate and to get these people attention. One of the ladies said earlier, she implemented her workers and the parents. I started talking to the parents and the workers today about it and about the referral thing, just trying to hit around and see because I'm new to this. when I heard the young lady tonight says that, everybody is accountable for, I was like, ooh, I'm going back a little aggressive tomorrow. So today I think I was a little kind, just trying to hit around the bush. But tomorrow I'm going back, listen, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. This is why we're going to do it. And so I'm looking forward to, being in elevation mind just to see what it is I'm gonna go to. And I've been waiting for almost a year, so I'm on now, so it don't make no difference. But yeah, I just want to say I have 2 kids to start in, so that put me not at the halfway mark of how many kids I can have, but that's all right. I'm getting started in that, and that's it.
And I want to say this to you: every kid, every family make a difference, but we make it competitive. Like when our schools, when they're enrolling, we have a group chat, we celebrate, we even celebrate the tour. Like
Okay.
I wish I could show you. Kenzie, where my phone? Oh, never mind, I found it.
Celebrate tours.
We even celebrate the tours when Kenzie, see what your daddy just said. No, wait. Okay, let me find my group. And y'all, it's all about building a buzz. So y'all can't really see this. Oh man. So when we put in there, they're like, hope everybody has an amazing week. I have a tour today. Oh, I know you're gonna get that family. Look, they got all kind of memes. Congratulations. And this is just like for tours. Um, so it's just about forming an environment where everybody want to win. Like we doing our staff retreat in here. We were like, because we're doing like everybody's a hero. Like,
Okay.
and like we having can't tell you everything we doing, but we have we're talking about fighting for the business, right? And we're talking about like being an overcomer. So we got a little activity we're gonna do with our little boxing gloves, but keeping your staff excited, your new parents excited. So we're doing our open house at this new center. We had a grandmother, she wants to prepare the food for open house. Now I'm a little scary about that because I don't, we don't do the potlucks. But she was so excited. She was like, I'll come and do the table. I'll come and you have to let people be a part, even if it's not exactly what you would do. Now I'm still gonna have some prepackaged things for people who don't eat from people, but it's no way that I could tell this lady that she can't do it because Linda
That's
don't
right.
laugh at me because she's so excited.
Mhm.
Right? And so I'm telling y'all, you could do it. One of our directors at our new center, we didn't have some more stuff for her tour bags. She went and got some travel size little wipes, some rattles. Like it wasn't what I would have put in the tour bags, but we were out of tour bags. You gotta let people feel accountable. And if people feel like they don't have a voice or they don't matter, they stop working as hard.
I agree.
Yeah. So congratulations. I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see you in November. All right. Anybody else want to share something they're doing, a question they have, something that's working, not working? We have time for about 2 more people to share. Um,
I'll say that in the group that I was in, they had a young lady that has a center. And just listening to her talk, I picked up that the classroom wasn't going to be perfect. So instead of her opening it with it not being perfect, she elected to wait. And I suggested that try to pull items from different areas to put in that room to fill that classroom. Because right now, if you have a waiting list and you're really waiting on toys and supplies for that room, you're missing out on money. So I suggest chase the bag and them toys gonna come later. So
exactly.
that's my suggestion.
Let me tell you, I don't know how many times I remember 5 Goodwills in one day. My kids used to hate me. And let me tell you another thing. If your center is already open, make sure you let your parents know you accept gently used toys and books. We get so much stuff. Like, if you've ever had a 2 or 3 year old, you know they got too many toys. You know you wanted to throw some away. We tell them we accept blocks, we accept books, gently used toys, tricycles, and a lot of times we'll get items that way. But Goodwill, great place. Facebook Marketplace, they always have kitchen shelves, and Amazon be working. Amazon be working it out. Get your steps in, Javon. We proud of you. Go on, girl. Let me Work. I love it. Anybody else want to share? Yes, I'm gonna tell you. Amazon has very reasonable furniture. Amazon is also, they have a very easier to approve credit card, especially for businesses. They'll normally give you anywhere starting out between 1,000 and like 2,500 if you're a business and you have a EIN. Make it work, make it shake, right? Everything don't have to be perfect, you know. We redid our infant classroom at my new center because they didn't have any toys. We spent about $300 between like Walmart, Facebook Marketplace, and what's that place called? Dollar General, Family Dollar, because they be cheaper than sometimes Dollar Tree, and they always have clearance and discount toys. Okay, and I'm telling y'all, if you have a kindergarten teacher, any public school teachers, the school district throw away more junk than a little bit. So make sure you tell your teacher friends, like when their school is throwing stuff away at the end of the year, that you want to come and get it. I've gotten chairs, desks, books, curriculum kits that were brand new. Like tell them that you'll take it. And then get to know your manager at Walmart. Like when they have like old calendars, I be telling them we'll take them. Like they make them 10 cents because we cut out pictures. You know, we can use them for other things. Hey, Miss Londa.
Hi, Brandy. That's so true. I just had someone call me in the summertime where when the school just ended, um the pre-K program was redoing all the furniture. They had this big oversized dumpster in front of the school where they
And
had
they throw it
thrown it
away.
they throwed it away. And I knew the director, well, the person that was over everything. And I asked, when I went up there to get a shelf, he came out there. He said, Londa, you can't do it while we're here. But when we close, I can't tell you not to go and get it. He said, no one's going to call the police or anything. I got rugs. I mean, they were not even touched. Shelves and everything to the point I'm like giving stuff away to other daycare provider because I had nowhere to put it. But it was just too good to throw away, you
I'm
know.
telling you, it works. And if you really get to know some of the local schools, they'll be like, Miss Woods, we're gonna put it at this back door. Or the librarian. Like, I'm telling you, also there are auctions. And y'all, unfortunately, I take screenshots all the time. There are school closing every day. Last summer, we bought out a whole school for $2,000. I know we bought over 12 shelves, 8 baby beds, cribs, all her toys, all her blocks, all her tables, a bye-bye buggy, $2,000 for the whole school. So listen, I know that some people gonna go out of business, but it ain't gonna be us. But when they do, don't be so proud where you feel like you got to give top dollar. I've literally bought out whole schools. Now, peep this. One of the schools I just bought from a former member, she had called me to see if I wanted to buy the furniture. She wanted to sell all the furniture for $4,000. I was like, okay, cool. But I was like, why are you selling the furniture? She was like, I've decided, I don't want to stay open, blah, blah, blah. I end up negotiating to buy her business. Now, I'm just telling y'all. So sometimes you may think you go in to buy furniture, you may end up with a whole business. Went in to buy the furniture. We talked. 2 weeks later, I was operating a business that already had kids. She stayed on for 6 weeks. I paid her to stay on 6 weeks to run it while we were in transition. And all of that was less than $30,000. Right? So I'm just going to say increase your faith to know that you may be looking for one thing, but God may be looking to get you another thing. And we weren't even trying to buy that building. We weren't even trying to buy that building. We weren't even trying to buy that location, right? So when you see these people selling their stuff, you need to ask them, are you interested in selling the business? Or are you interested in somebody taking over it? Some states don't allow you to transfer licenses, some do. So you just need to know, do your due diligence and know what needs to happen, right? But God is trying to get things to us. Remember, He promised us in His Word we would have houses we did not build. You have businesses you didn't build. Some of us are building the business we are now from scratch, but that don't mean that you have to build every business from scratch, right? And that center I bought in May is making just as much as a center that I didn't have 5 years, and I didn't have to start it. I didn't have to get it to the parents to the break even. So you look for opportunities. Some owners will close at this time for various reasons. Some because the market is changing. They don't like change. Some they're aging out. Right? So what they're calling the silver tsunami is happening. And the silver tsunami is the idea that a lot of baby boomers are going to exit the market and they're going to sell or close their business at an alarming pace. Right? Anybody know a baby boomer? Anybody know anybody 55 plus? 55 to 95. It's a big group, right? And some of them are saying, I don't want to work no more. And some of them are saying, I'll work, but my kids don't want this business, or blah, 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 blah. So there is going to be a great transformation and transformation of who owns businesses and transfer of who's going to be getting those businesses. Now, unfortunately, I'm not a millennial, right? So I'm a step above millennial, but a lot of people in my generation, let's just say 40 to 55, 40 to 60, we're coming up on the heels of what the generation before us did. And a lot of these people are now my mom's age. You know, they're 60, they're 70. Some of them are still working. Now their kids are saying, hey, Ma, I'm doing my own thing. I don't want this business. And they're looking to exit quickly. Right? And listen, I didn't even pay the full 30,000. Y'all want to know the story? If you do, say I do. I didn't even pay the full 30,000. I said, listen, I'll give you 15,000 and I'll give you another 15,000 during the transfer. So I did pay the first 15,000 so we could start moving in the process. I bought the building in May 5th. I never had to make her another payment. You know why? Because the business was already generating money. So every time we put that money, they never came out of my personal bank account. So I literally paid 15,000 down, and the other 15,000 was generated out of the business. Is that not great? And do I not look skinny on this camera? Richer and skinnier? Who can beat that? Who can beat that? And it's, getting your first 20 kids is the hardest. It's the hardest. That is literally the hardest. And so if you could come in a building that already has 15, 20, 30, 50 kids, it makes sense. Just make sure you're not buying a lemon. Make sure you're doing your due diligence. And you're making sure that, they're not selling you something because they in an inspection or they got a lawsuit or something like that. All right, Latanya's going to be our last person, and then we'll go back to recap those announcements. All right, Miss Latanya.
So there was a young lady in our group that is a great candidate for elevation. I don't know what the discounts are right now for elevation, but she I don't want to put her out there because I don't know what her story is. But
Okay.
can you explain to her how you explained to me and so many other people
Absolutely.
that one child, it only takes one.
It only takes one.
It
And
only
then
takes one.
if you take Latanya's story, she had 2 classrooms open out of 6. We were able to open those other 2 classrooms within 30 to 45 days. She just opened another classroom. So elevation is not about taking money from you. It's really about getting money to you. And so our get a free month kind of expired. And we know a lot of people's barrier to entry was a deposit. So right now, you can pay $800 this month, $800 next month, and you don't have to pay your first full month until December. So you have like 60 days to get it in your budget. But Elevation Mastermind, the goal is to help you increase enrollment and buy your time back. Um, my daughter is here, Mackenzie. How many hours a week do I come to your campus?
My campus?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Come show me real. They may think you're a fake person. You're stealing my stuff. She's supposed to be helping me. How often do I come? Scoot down.
Okay. She comes to Crosby location maybe like twice a month.
Twice a month. I come at least once a week.
Once a week sometimes, but maybe on a good day, twice a month.
Oh man, they say you my you my AI daughter.
My I promise I'm real. I promise.
And I can do that because I mean, do you think y'all need me?
No.
They really don't need me. Once you learn how to delegate and you know how to create systems, they don't need you every day. We get on our Monday meetings, we get on our Thursday meetings, and we've established a routine. So a big part of us doing Elevation Mastermind is literally to help you establish systems in your business that makes it run and makes it profitable, right? And so the other thing about Elevation Mastermind I think is so important is that we meet up quarterly. And I don't know, it's just something that every time we meet up, it's just like right on time. Like it's just when you need that extra dose of love or extra dose of support. Um, and then on top of us meeting in person quarterly, we also get to meet with our coach every single month. And meeting with your coach means that somebody is always on top of you, right? So here is the website. And on this website, Bobby can drop it in the chat. It tells you everything you get. And I can promise you there'll be no way in the world that we will maintain our members the way we do if we didn't do what we said. But our goal is really helping you to get better, bigger, and more efficient. And the first thing we want you to do is enroll your first next group of students so you can increase your revenue. One, to be able to cover the program, but two, to make sure you put in the right amount of energy and money back into your business, right? Without students, you can't market. Without students, you can't get the new van. Without students, you can't give back. You gotta have the right amount of students. So that is our first goal, is to get you more students and to help you with your time so you can have enough time to do the things that you want to do. Um Bobby, I don't know if you can pull that link out of Thinkific for the 800. I changed it so it wouldn't have someone's name on it, but if you can pull that link out of Thinkific, you can start with an $800 deposit. And if anybody is on and you just not 100% sure, we are going to do the orientation tomorrow. You can sit back through the whole orientation. But the best part of it is you will get your 30-day plan right now. We're going to be meeting with them this week and next week to do their 30-day plan so we can help you throughout the rest of the year. We can help you for 60 days. Get ready. So by the time you are having to make a full payment, it's like I'm glad. I'm gladly paying this. It's not a burden to me. I'm gladly paying it because I just enrolled 17 kids. I just enrolled 9 kids. I just got 8 kids. I don't have to open and close my building anymore. I've learned how to manage instead of being an operator in my business. And those are some of the things we want to teach you guys. The first 3 months, it will be intense. You'll learn a lot. You'll build a lot of relationships, but you will definitely thank yourself. And don't wait until you're in a critical need, like, and your business is about to close, right? And some of you, like, well, I don't know if I'm going to make it. You don't know if you're going to make it because you don't have support, right? If I didn't have my support system, I would be saying the same thing. I don't know if I'm going to make it. So we really encourage you guys. We do have discounts if you're a home or a center smaller than 18. We have discounts for you. So if this sounds like it's for you and and you're on the fence, but you're still thinking about it, um, just put in the put in the chat, that you want us to reach out to you. And then come to orientation tomorrow. We don't want to like pressure anybody. So we're really good about offering it and moving back, because our members who love us, I mean, they really love us. And we love them because we're very committed to making sure that they can grow and they can get the things that they need. So if she's talking about you, join us. We would love to have you. We're going to take care of you. Okay? Kids, they say they love your shirt. We'll be having those at the conference.
She should get one.
We have a whole merch situation, right, at the conference. Yeah, Kashana just opened her center. She said she's not going anywhere. And she could tell you we loved on her when she came in May. She was in a critical state trying to get that building open. So we have a lot of love, a lot of information, a lot of prayer, a lot of integrity that goes into what we do. Okay. All right, guys. I think that is it for tonight. I'm truly in love with you. Mackenzie is helping me clean up in my office. Isn't that so sweet? No, it's not. She just want her hair done, y'all. She's using me. She just using me. Make your move. Yes. All right, guys. We love you guys. Those of you who want to come to the interest meeting, you can. If you already joined Elevation, we expect to see you there tomorrow night at 7:30. Y'all have a phenomenal night. Y'all, we got this. Don't give up. We got this. Don't give up. We got this. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep it going.
Every day that you meet somebody who really wants you to win. I think what is so amazing about Brandy is that even when she came to me with this vision, it was really out of a frustration of trying to launch our child care centers and running into established owner after owner who refused to help us. And so Child Care Millionaires was really birthed out of a place of frustration, but then out of a place of truly wanting to share what it was that we were blessed with others so that they would not have the same struggle.
This is my 5th conference with the Child Care Millionaires Association. I feel like each conference, each year, I grow a little bit more, I learn a little bit more, I become a little bit more successful in my business and personally. One way that I see that they help us wing it to win it is by having a personal touch. Brandy, Coach Condi, Coach Natalie, Coach Tamika, Coach DeShannon, all of them love to be very involved with the attendees and the participants of the organization.
I love Brandy. I love Natalie. They have pretty much spoken to my wife and told her exactly the same things that I've been saying for years. So I greatly appreciate them. They're now part of our family, you know?
It has been an amazing journey being part of Elevation Masterminds. They have been an amazing partnership with us. They have taught us so much. A lot of great things for our business, a lot of personal things to grow myself as a CEO. Thank you, Elevation Masterminds.
I am back for another wonderful conference at Child Care Millionaires Live, Houston, and my experience with Elevation has been winning. I've grown from the first video conference in 2020 during COVID, listening to Brandy, getting the ideas, the camaraderie, the sisterhood, knowing that I can do this, gave me the confidence to keep moving.
When I started Elevation Mastermind, when I came to the conference, I didn't have any type of direction. I just heard this Child Care Millionaire thing, and I felt like that's where I needed to be. I needed to experience it. I heard it on the computer enough, and it was just time for me to be in the building because it just seemed like the energy was amazing, the people were authentic. It just seemed like that. So I was like, I have to see what this is really about because, you know, TV, it can seem a little fake sometimes. But when I got here, they had me in the middle of the floor crying because they was ready to help me, hold my hand, support me, and be there for me on my journey. I noticed that when I was in the middle of the floor, I had my sisters circle around me to support me and be there to help me get through this journey. I came here not owning a center and just wanting to have a center and working in my mom's center that I love dearly, but I I had put my dream on the back burner because I felt like I wasn't doing what I needed to do for my family first, and I had to keep putting them first. But sometimes you could put you first and still take care of your family and make sure that you're living your dreams. So after signing up for Elevation Mastermind, I got the whole pie, not the slice of it. You know, the conference is just a slice, but Elevation Mastermind is the whole pie. I got the coaches calls that would just help me figure out where I wanted to go. I got the accountability partners who would check on me and make sure I was good, not just in my business, but in my personal, in my mental, in my emotional, and even in my spiritual. I have sisters praying for me, hoping and wishing that I win with them. So what are you waiting for? Because we want you to win. Like, no, for real, we want you to win. You should come, join us.
We want you to win.
We want to see you win.
We want to see you win.
Have you heard? Your losing streak is over. At Child Care Millionaires, we want to see you win. Welcome to your winning season.
I can tell you for a fact that Brandy really wants you to win. And it's one thing for people to say it out of their mouth. It's another thing for them to literally put their effort, their support, and their action where their mouth is. And I think that over the years, we've seen Brandy do this time and time and time again. And so I can tell you there's not a better coach, there's not a better cheerleader, there's not a better advocate in childcare than Brandy Wood Smith. And I'm not just saying that because she's my sister.
All right, guys, we want to see you win. We look forward to seeing you on the Elevation onboarding call tomorrow. Whether you've already started or thinking about it, you're welcome